really difficult to remember to just keep my arm straight. So right now I'm trying to rest my fretting arm because I am overworking it with some super crazy daisy bass stuff. So I am forcing myself to take a break by, by just chilling here on stream. It's kind of crazy, like how dark this camera is, because I have some really, really, really exceedingly bright lights on me, but it's just not. It's not playing the game. But I guess that's Micro Four Thirds for you. I'm just dragging around the window of me. Just wee. We got some people in here. Good times. What's up? Say hello, YouTube. How we doing? How we living? What are we up to today? Not a whole lot, I guess. Maybe my chat isn't working. Oh. What's up, ISO settings? Yeah, the ISO is already at 640. So I think it's just the camera, man. It's pretty cheap. It's a little Lumix GX85. This isn't Police Academy 4. No, it is not. Yeah, so this is just the Lumix 14 to 45, 3.5 to 5.6. I did it, dude. I read it upside down. So proud of myself. Tell a joke, man. What do you call a fish without eyes? Thank you and good night. You want another one? Drusif, just want to say. Yes. Did you just want to say Drusif or? Also, what's up, Trey? I don't know if you're still in here or if you just dropped in to say hi and then disappeared, but it's nice to talk to you, even if it's just me talking to me, but kind of to you also, you know? Sup? Hello, man. 22-1, 221, if you will. Crusty voice. The hell was that? And okay. Cool. Another man. Trey Watson, I'm still here. What's up, dude? What are you up to today? Apricot, what's up? How we doing? Anybody got a PS5 or an Xbox Series X or S yet? Is anybody on that fancy new train? I don't even know if they're even possible to get yet. They are released, right? I don't even know. I guess I could probably look it up, but that kind of, that gets rid of all the mystery. Xbox Series X release date. Yeah, it's been out for 10 days. All right. Tracking base for that thing. Who? Yeah, I do know that they're like, at least the PS5 is ultra sold out. And I'm pretty sure it's kind of a similar thing to like the NVIDIA 3 series cards that are just completely disappeared. Yeah, I guess I should talk about metal if I'm running this stream that says like metal music is the subject or something. What's the best metal band in the business? I'm a big fan of Tesseract. They are they play basically it's just like watching an album happen live. I'm not the biggest fan of the kind of like stand still and whatever happens kind of a thing. But at least for myself, Oh my God, I'm tripping around on words today. But they do it very well, I think, better than anybody else. And performance wise, the stuff that sticks out to me, I think, is I saw Pig Destroyer last year, and that shit was crazy. It was so fun to watch. People were like, I saw at some point somebody emptied one of the huge trash cans in the venue and just threw it at somebody, and it ended up like crowd surfing and made its way to the stage, and they threw it off the stage, and it was super crazy, and it was just really energetic and very enjoyable. All your riffs are nuts. Thank you, dude. I'd rather buy an RTX 3000 series card, but they're fucking... Yeah, exactly. They're like, you cannot find them anywhere. And I think it's because of like scalpers or whatever, right? Just everybody bought them so that they could sell them for 6 million bajillion more dollars. Sup, Riff Master? Favorite non-metal acts? Man, it's like, it's been so long since I've been to a show. It's kind of hard to even think about shows. I just saw Alan Stone, and that was pretty awesome. Oh, dude, Tala. Yeah. Tala is going places, and I'm very happy to see it. But yeah, I saw Alan Stone. That was really enjoyable. Hey, thank you for the sub, Aaron. Awesome. Hey, thank you for my welcome back. Welcome back to you. Welcoming me. All right, screw that joke. Welcome, Apple Garden. Good to see you. I was like a huge City and Color dude for a while, but I've kind of shifted over to like I'm a big old Bon Iver dude right now. I've just been like jamming 22 a million once a day every day for like years. So, which was interesting because I did not like that album when it first came out. I was like, this is ridiculous, dude. Who's your favorite hip hop artist and why is it Denzel Curry? You know, I gotta say, thank you very much, Judson, for your subscription. My dude. Big high fives. Good Lord, Steve. That's awful. Hey, thank you, man. I'm glad you liked the riff in the video. That was a real good time. I think my favorite rapper is Earl Sweatshirt, dude. He's real friggin' good. Oh, Trey's following. Thank you for following, Trey. What keyboard is in the background? I think it's just some like Yamaha or something. Oh. Excuse me, my camera noticed someone. I just got a security camera. I'm feeling cool. I just got my mail. Thank you very much. Nailed it. All right. Nailed it and mailed it. Any thoughts on New Within the Ruins? I haven't listened to it yet. They just got like a different vocalist or something, right? Or something just changed about them. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, I can't even get YouTube open. What do we got? Dun, 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 dun. Of course, YouTube is saying I'm editing live drums. Jesus. I changed it once and it says, nope, this is what you get forever. All right, well, let's fix that real quick. God, that's crazy. I'm almost at 49K subs on YouTube. That is That's ridiculous. Oh, man. I'm such a lucky boy. Oh, who do I thank? Who do I thank? Thank you, Steve Metcalf, for the super chat. What do we got for a super chat? Pear character flying in the air with a red cape and a smile on his face. What? Yeah. Dude, I just edited on YouTube itself. Tips to reduce latency. Dude, that I love that little emoji. Dude, Steve, thank you for your rad support. That means a whole lot to me. Reducing latency on your audio interface. Try turning down your buffer rate in your DAW. If you have effects on your master track, you should turn those off. That'll help you a bunch. You highly deserve all the subs. Thank you very much, Mula. Dude, I had Age of Empires 2. That was my jam back in the day. That was like, I played the crap out of that game. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. Trying to be a water boy, a waterman. How's everybody doing on hydration today? Check in. What do we got? I'm using a 18i20 from Focusrite. And I've been enjoying it. If you're like, well, no, I guess it would only work for mics. But if you get the Focusrite control, I think it loops it back in the hardware itself, so you don't have to use any of that stuff. Oh, listen to my digestive tract digest. You've come a long way since the legendary Katy Perry and One Direction videos. I've been a fan since then. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I like to think I've come a very, very long way. Benamor, my dude, good man. Excellent. It is a wonderful time for Agua. And Trey uses a 6i6. That's sick, man. A 6i6. That's a 6i6. I think this is focused on the mic and not my face. Yep. Am I crystal clear now? I don't even know. Maybe I just put it out of focus again. In Malaysia, it's always hot, even after raining, so water is like your best friend ever. Yeah. You've come a long way. Keep it up. Keep going. Your Reaper template has been a huge tool for me. Dude, thank you. I'm super glad to hear that. I'm very, very proud of that Reaper template. The things that I've managed to accomplish and kind of pass on for super, super low price. It makes me very happy that I can spread people's ability to make music. I don't think shit, dude. I was about to say, I don't think One Direction is a thing. I think Nick Jonas is doing his own thing, and then I realized that is not the correct group. Yeah, for everyone who's wondering, it is drusif.com/store. I got hats, shirts, CDs, hoodies. I got presets for Axe Effects, Line 6 Helix, Line 6 Pod HD, and I got a Logic template and a Reaper template. And I'm very, very proud of both. Thank you for checking it out, man. Your cover of Ephemeral still gives me goosebumps. Also, I think my blew out my car speakers with augury. Well, I'm sorry about that, but I'm glad that you enjoy it. Am I still working on that Cubase template? Yeah, that would be sick. I keep trying to stop myself from cursing, and it's just gonna happen anyway. But we're gonna pretend, damn it. Oh wow, that's irony. Yeah, dude, I would love to get up on that. In that. Excuse my very obnoxious hydration. Yeah, dude, I'm like insanely swamped until December at this point, but in December I will have finished all of my very, very big projects, so I should have a lot more time to do literally anything that isn't record music, which I will be very ready to do after all this fun. Best city in the UK. I really enjoy Brighton, and I like Bristol a lot. And Manchester is, oh my God, I love Manchester. But then again, that's also just the places that I've spent the most time in England. So, or in the UK. So, does it count? Does it count just because I've been, just because I've been there more? Is it? Anyway, that's my point. Okay, let's move on, Drew. Stop trying to make this sentence work. The car bomb video has brought me much joy over the years. Nick, I am so glad to hear it. My dude. All the joy straight to you. This one's to your joy. What do we got? Best city in Russia. I've not been to Russia. I would love to go to Russia, but I have not been, so I cannot speak on the best city in Russia. Bristol sucks to drive around. Yeah, I was kind of lucky in that I had drivers for every time that I was in Bristol. So I did not have to deal with that. In fact, I've never driven in England because the only times, hey, Sweetwater, hey. The only times I've been in England was when I was pre-rental car age. And then I think the last time we just had we hired Con from Heart of a Coward was driving our van, his van, for us. Oh my God, sentences. Sisyphus are my personal number one song from you. Dude, thank you. Yeah, I'm very proud of that song. What's my favorite song? I am very partial to Seldom. I really, really like Seldom. I've been like, I think Grip is a bop. I feel like that was kind of a sort of lesser focused on track because, like, of course, like, I'm not going to do a playthrough for it because it's just like 3 or 4 chords or whatever for the whole song. So it's not very interesting to see, What's the best tip you have for processing guitars with amp sims on them? When I do it, there's just something about it that seems off in the mix. I have Neural, Fortin, Nameless, Kali, and Archetype plenty. So for, at very least, Kali and Pliny, I have videos actually of how I get my tones on those. They're on my YouTube channel, which you are on. I think I even have 2 videos on the Cali. So there's a good bit to look at in there, but make sure your gain isn't too high, man. Like, especially the nameless, it is so easy to just and then you just sound like you're shushing someone. What do we got? Have you considered doing a collab with Lauren Babick? Yes. Dude, I would love to do a collab with Lauren Babick. I just don't know what song that I would want to do, but she's a real nice lady. I hung out with her at NAMM for a little bit. She's cool. I would work with her for sure. Drusif, you're a legend. What was your first instrument? Bass guitar, baby. Bass guitar. I love that stuff, man. And it's ironic because I basically play bass again now, but with the guitar on top of it. Hydrate. Everyone hydrate. Drink some water. Also super important, favorite Periphery album. Periphery is my favorite Periphery album. All of those songs were pretty darn important for my existence at that time. Like, Light is way sick, and All My Feelings, I think, is probably my favorite Periphery song, which I know is like, probably y'all are like, what the fuck? But that's the one. I like it. The riffs are super, I don't know. It just feels like a night drive, and I kind of like that in my songs. So, I don't know. What's going on here? Someone's in my driveway. Or not my driveway, but my entryway. Oh. Oh, my girlfriend is home. Hooray. What is your least favorite song you've made? That's tough. That's super tough, actually. Honestly, at this point, I like really don't like Mirage. I'm like super duper over Mirage. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. If we're talking about favorite songs, the After the Burial Nickelback mashup is my favorite, dude. I'm glad you like that. That's awesome. That kind of came as a mistake. So originally I was just going to cover Photograph by Nickelback, and like, as I was covering it, I was like, this sounds like Aspiration by After the Burial. And so I was like, why don't I just do Aspiration by After the Burial? And that's how that happened. I couldn't get Nameless to work. What do you mean by that? Yeah, the Nameless, dude. Oh my goodness, the gain on that is crazy. And it's ultra trebly. And I've had a good amount of difficulty with that. And Trey's coming in and saying, the eternal question, I want to collab, but I don't know what to collab on. Strong winks. Strong winks. I jammed the instrumental version of Periphery so hard. Same. I think Periphery is much better as an instrumental band. Those songs groove hard. Some of my faves too. Hell yeah, dude. All My Feelings is great. It is, dude. It's the jam. What's up? Midnight's in here, dude. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Any Creed Shreds video? Yeah, dude. Oh, man. That's sick. My GPA was 666. I was the smartest guy in hell. Nameless seems tighter than the other neural stuff too. Dude, I gotta be honest with you. It's probably my least favorite neural plugin. Are you still using Fractal Audio's products? Not really. Neural DSP showed up and made it so that I don't have to power on a thing and use that thing. And man, yeah, I've really been enjoying the Neural DSP stuff. Yeah, I think Archetype Nolly is the best for sure. And then maybe behind that, I like the Granifier a whole lot, but it's not particularly versatile. It basically exists as an ultra chug lord chug machine. It was too trebly. I tried to double track pan with the bouncier bias effects, and that kind of worked. Yeah, it would probably be great for quad tracking or double tracking, whatever the thing is where you have two on each side. I've heard that as both double and quad. What would you recommend to someone who likes to record guitar but hates to write out drums in Logic Pro? Is there an easy way to write out a drum track? Well, if you have an interface that can take MIDI and maybe you have a little keyboard, you could use your keyboard as the drums, or you could get something like a launch pad, I think it's called, or some of the Akai controllers. You know what I'm talking about, like the little, it has a bunch of little squares and you can map those to MIDI things so you can kind of play your drums on that. Like basically at the end of the day, you're still going to have to click in some stuff, but you can make it easier on yourself getting sort of the outline or the shell doing the boop boop. So there's kind of an answer. I highly recommend investing in Nail the Mix to learn music production. What I could have learned in 2 years, I learned in a month. Yeah, dude, Nail the Mix is awesome. I checked it out for Drew Folk or Wizard Blood or whatever, the Amur one, because I love that mix, and kept it for a little while, but then I kind of needed to reallocate funds because, you know, paying rent and all that stuff. Have you used any of the STL stuff? Yes, Aaron. On my YouTube channel, I have a demo of the Mark Lewis STL Tone Hub presets / plugin thingy. Hey, thank you for following, Iggy. High fives to you. Have you or would you Octatrack? Absolutely I have. I normally not so much Octatrack, but let me make sure I'm saying the right thing. Shoot. I don't remember what it is, but I six track is what I normally do if I'm going to track that much. And there's a bunch of 6, as in 3 per side, tracking on the Grey Lotus EP Savior, and there's going to be a bunch of that on the album as well. And I think there are a couple of parts where I did Octatrack, as in 4 per side, on the Grey Lotus EP as well. And at this point, I quad track or double track or whatever you want to call it, on pretty much everything that I record, except for some tone demos and guitar demos and stuff when I want to make it very obvious that this is the sound of the guitar and there's no extra stuff going on. Oh, I gotta speed up. I'm behind on these questions. The escape rope. How's it going, mate? What are your thoughts on the oh my god. The quad cortex. I'm hype, dude. I am full on hype. I still would prefer a plugin to a physical box or whatever, especially if it's going to be like a floorboard, because I'm not going to use that thing as a pedal board. So it's just going to have to sort of awkwardly take up a lot of space on my desk or something like that. But I'm super hype. I got to play with it at NAMM and it sounds, oh my God, it sounds so good. I'm super hype. Hey, just wanted to say I love your music and I hope you're having a nice day. Well, thank you very much. I love your support. I appreciate it. High fives. Do you ever use the GGD cabs with neural stuff? I've not tried them, but I'm very interested to try them. Yes. So I would. Now that you've sat on it, what do you think of the Lorado? I think it is a terrific guitar, dude. In all honesty, I think it's a little overpriced, and I think they're kind of riding the it's hard to get so we can make it cost more train. But that being said, I still love the hell out of it, and I love the people behind the company. So hopefully they are not mad at me now for saying that. But it is so comfortable, dude. I know actually, and I thought it was interesting, some people's complaints that I saw was actually quite literally the reason why I like it. So the neck is set a little bit further into the body than most guitars. So you still get to have this huge scale length, but you're not like, breaking your arm out here. And I think that is a wonderful thing, especially as somebody who plays in the classical position on my left thigh as opposed to my right thigh. It's a very good time. Also, it sounds good, feels good. So yeah, if you can, I'm interested to try one of the Legions. I'm very, very interested to try one of the Legions. And that's their cheaper series. But I don't know, it looks like super high quality. So favorite guitar brand ever? I have a lot of love for Ibanez, man. I've been going back to Ibanez since forever and a day. I really, 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 really love Ibanez. As for like the big four brands kind of stuff, Balaguer is a really, really awesome guitar brand. They make semi-custom guitars for unbelievably reasonable prices. And the build quality is way, way, way nice. The dude himself is way, way, way nice. Like, basically, just everything about Balaguer is 50 out of 10. I support the crap out of that brand. And I don't technically work with him in any way or something, so this isn't me, like, having to say it to be nice. Like, I back the hell out of Balaguer. You can get a really awesome basically custom guitar for a lot cheaper than anywhere else. And it's actually, I don't know. Yeah, I've made my point. I'm just repeating myself now, but big shout outs to Balaguer. Also, Aristides, super comfy guitars, and they're made out of Arium and Richlight. So they basically don't bend, they don't contract, they don't expand. You never have to reset them up. Oh man, I love me some Aristides, but oh man, I cannot afford that shit. So one day, you know. Misha copied your signature neck move in Gent 2020. He's got to do what he's got to do, man. I bought the JST Producer Pack 2, and remember you put out the best bid for gain reduction. Dude, yeah, that was a really good time. I was a very dumb boy for not trying to get paid for making that. When you go for the big stacks of guitar, how do you handle panning? Dude, so I feel like I do my panning kind of different than everybody else. I like to, even if I'm just doing one guitar track per side, I like my panning to be 92%. That's like kind of my go-to, so that you can still get just a little bit in the other ear. And then it kind of depends on how I'm feeling, but I think if I quad track, so 2 per side, I've got a 92%, and then I've got a hard left and right. And then if I'm 6 tracking, it's probably like 92, 80%, and then 100%, or something like that. You look slick with them specs, just saying. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. They helped me see. I'm becoming an old man. And yeah, it's tough being an old man. I'm a Schecter boy myself. Dude, Schecter's been doing some really cool stuff. Schecter has stepped up their game so hard in like the last like 5 years or something. Their like Banshee series are really awesome. I've never been a big fan of that like screaming guitar binding thing, like the neck and the body binding. It's so loud and so in your face, and it is too much for me. But they're like stripped down series stuff. Ooh, yeah. And yeah, dude, yeah, exactly. As you were just saying, Aaron, the Keith Merrow, holy crap, that's a nice guitar. That's some real good stuff. Are you an Evertune guy? They sent me a bridge for one of my 8 strings once, and it broke in shipping, and I sent it back to them, and this was like we'll send you a free bridge kind of thing. I sent it back to them, and they just never sent one again after that, so I was just like, okay. I don't have the money to mess around with an Evertune right now, and from what I hear, it really messes with sustain, and bending and stuff is pretty difficult. So that's a good point, though. Yeah. And the East Coast climate is just humid, hot, cold, humid, hot, cold, humid, hot, cold. So it really messes stuff up. Any advice for finding dedicated musicians to join your band? Good question, dude. If you figure it out, please let me know. It definitely is. It's tough, man. You gotta go through some people before you can really put together, I think, a successful unit. I would say a good way to do it is just start making your music and post it wherever, And, you know, if you build it, they will come. And I actually very, very, very much do not recommend starting a band with your friends. Because if you want to do the whole as a business thing and all that kind of stuff, it can really fuck up friendships. So just be careful with it, you know? Just a little careful. Hey man, big fan. Recently got back into playing guitar and was wondering what software you use. I'm using Guitar Rig at the moment, but any other recommendations? Dude, good times with Guitar Rig, man. I used that a little bit back in my day. I am basically, if you're trying to get a guitar amp modeler, I feel like I'm out of focus again. Oh, now I definitely am. Goofy. All right. If you're trying to get an amp modeler, Archetype Nolly is the one. Neural DSP Archetype Nolly. Because not only does it sound super good for cleans, middle gain, and high gain, but it has a really nice delay emulation. It has like 2 different overdrive emulations. It's got a compressor and it's got another delay emulation and reverb. So it's kind of the one with all the effects, which is really nice. So it's ultra versatile and it sounds crazy good. So that is my recommendation. There's no way I'll find bandmates in my country, so I just collab with people online. Well, that's the move, dude. That's basically how I did it. That's how I've worked with everybody I've worked with. I will be right back, my friends. It is time for the wild. Hey, there we go. What's up, y'all? Nolly DSP is 50% off. Dude, everybody go get it. Straight up. Stop watching this and go get, or actually keep watching this, but go get it. Big fan, regularly blast Nightfall in the car and scare the neighbors. Nice. I'm glad to hear that, dude. I appreciate your words of encouragement. Any advice on how to get started programming parts such as drums? Have a lot of trouble transferring the rhythm in my head. What you could do, and I actually forgot to say this earlier, as part of the MIDI controller thing, I was telling somebody else was basically asking the same question. You could get yourself a little MIDI controller, like it's a box with a whole bunch of little blips that you press. That makes almost no sense, but it's like a Novation Launchpad or an Akai something. I can't remember which. You could do that, which would help you because you can just make the rhythm happen, and then you can use your DAW to quantize the rhythm, and then it'll kind of start to make sense. Or I know at very least with Reaper, which is what I use, you can open up a virtual MIDI keyboard. So you could literally use your PC keyboard to doot in your drums. And so that might help you if you're trying to do rhythms and stuff and you're not getting how to put that out there. $50% off for Nolly. It's a steal. It's true, dude. Also, I forgot to say earlier, hell yeah, Trey Balaguer is tight. I love me some Balaguer. Yeah. You could also use MIDI groove packs and edit the parts. Yeah. Very true. Very, very true. The camera froze. Hey. Cool. Maybe that was just a weird connection thing or something. How did you get that delay / reverb / octave guitar tone for single note ambient stuff in Anhedonia? Like the first notes in Anhedonia. So the trick is to turn off your cab simulation. So you end up with an extremely trebly bright guitar sound, and then you just throw some reverb and delay on it. If it helps, I do have Axe Effects presets for sale at drusive.com/store, as well as Line 6 Helix presets and Pod HD presets. Pod HD Pro, I believe. I've also got Superior Drummer presets, and I've got Mix Templates, which is basically you just open up the project file, drop in your vocals and your guitar and bass, program them drums, and you have your song already mixed and mastered, and you are set up for big thumbs up. Super good for demoing, but it also works for legit releases. I'm about to put up the cover of My Last Serenade that I did by Killswitch Engage using that Reaper template. I'm talking in a lot of broken up spurts of words, and I feel like William Shatner. There's something on the wing, some thing. Not in the same hemisphere. Nice. All right, y'all. Well, I believe I've successfully rested my arm, and I can get back to some basing. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to do a little bit of shilling stuff, the stuff that you have to do. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button or follow or subscribe. Any of those things, now is a wonderful time to do it. It makes me feel good. It makes you feel good. We all learn things from each other, and it's a great time. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on other things. Wherever you want. I'm probably there. I'm in your backyard right now. Look in your backyard. I'm coming to get you. Yeah, cool. Thank you for hanging out. I'll catch y'all real soon. I hope you have a terrific day. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Get out!